Everybody in Cleveland, low minority, got Obama phone. You sign up if you on food stamps, you on Social Security, you got low income, you disability.
Nothing phony about this story. A new report showing people are signing up for and getting free phone services subsidized by taxpayers, even though they don't need them or qualify for them. And get this, Mexican billionaire Carlos Slim, the world's second richest man, is reportedly making a fortune off this U.S. government program. Katie, is it time we disconnect it for good?
Yeah, I'm ready to hear. I'm sorry, the Obamacare phone program is no longer in service. This is a $2.2 billion program, and we who pay our phone bills not subsidized by the government actually pay a tax every single month to pay for this program. And one thing that gets missed often with this Obamacare lady, this infamous woman now, is she's talking about all of these programs she's on: Social Security, disability, welfare, running off the list. On top of it, we're subsidizing cell phones for these people. Having a cell phone is not a right. James O'Keefe, a couple months ago, did an undercover investigation showing that not only were people who aren't qualified getting these phones, they're actually selling them back for drug money and using the money from their sold Obamacare phones to buy drugs. It's far past time that the fraud, waste, and abuse is taken out and that this program is ended. Right.
Hey, Juan, President Obama certainly didn't start this program. No question about it. It started way back in 1984. However, it did expand under President Obama, like under no other president. In fact, it went from about $800 million to $2.2 billion during his term so far. Thoughts?
Well, first of all, it's a Ronald Reagan program, and then it becomes a George Bush program, and yet you guys call it Obama phones. What you have here is a program that's intended to help people who are looking for a job, who need a phone number that people can call to reach them if they have a job available. This is the best of America, that we encourage people to get jobs. We give them the opportunity to step out. And these phones are only, by the way, only valued for about $1 or $2 and before they run out. It's not an endless deal.
Well, let me just tell you, it's a lot of money. It's $2.2 billion.
Yeah, but it's not tax dollars, Eric.
Hold on, guys. Let me get to Wayne. Wayne, Carlos Slim, the Mexican billionaire worth $72.1 billion, second richest man in the world, his company made $450 million off the Obamacare phone program alone.
Yeah, let me tell you how this started, Eric. See, Obama picked up the phone one day and he calls Eric Holden. He says, "Eric, you remember Fast and Furious? Well, I got a new program. It's called Slow and Stupid." And let me tell you something. We're doing this one with Mexicans, too. We're doing this one with Carlos Slim because he was a big donor, you know, to our campaign. So we're going to buy the phones from him. And, oh, by the way, Hillary is in on it because, you know, she's already said nobody cares. And Lois Lerner, she's going to take the fifth. So we don't have to worry about any of this stuff getting out of hand. And I think the taxpayers, they don't care. By the way, they elected us. How would they know any different?
Right.
That's how it started.
And let me just say,
Go ahead, John.
Juan, it's completely deceptive for you to say that this isn't tax dollars. As Caney pointed off right off the top, of course, it is a tax, and we should end all subsidies, all government free. You pay a monthly universal service tax, Juan. That's where this money comes from.
That was not imposed by the government, Jonathan. Jonathan, it's not imposed by the government. The phone company, as part of their regulatory
at the behest of the government. And it is not your responsibility to service anyone else's need. If someone wants to have a phone, they have to pay for it themselves. Thankfully, technology has made phones literally affordable, literally free for almost anyone. Google, Android, Motorola, Apple have made communication dirt cheap. But you have no right to a phone, as Katie pointed out.
You are so angry at the poor in this country.
Hold on. That's not fair. That's not a fair comment. That's not a fair comment. Go ahead, Wayne.
Jonathan, you don't realize this is written in the Constitution. Everybody gets a free phone. You haven't read the Constitution lately?
All right. Let me do this, guys. Pull up the full screen, the FCC comment. This is what they said. According to the FCC, quote, "The FCC adopted tough, comprehensive reforms last year to combat waste, fraud, and abuse in the Lifeline program. Reforms saved over $200 million in the first year alone and are on track to save $2 billion by the end of 2014. You know what? Wait, help me out here. Katie, Wayne, somebody help me. How are they going to save $2 billion when the whole program is a $2 billion program?
Exactly. They must be getting rid of the program like we want, right? But I want to go back to what Juan said. I resent the fact that he just said, you know, if you aren't for this Obama phone, you know, Ronald Reagan phone, George W. Bush phone program, that you don't like the poor and that you're attacking the poor in this country. Poor people are not entitled to have their entitled. They're not entitled to have their entire life subsidized
We got to go.
by the taxpayer.
We can't open this up to all programs, guys. Guys, we got to go. This is Obama phone alone. Leave it there, right there. Come here.